Now, some time ago, I purchased a Radiacode 101 to get involved in a project with. And that project took several years because of COVID-19 and all the rest. In the meantime, Radiacode have upgraded to a newer model. They were graceful enough to send me a 103. Now, at the time, all I had was this little Radax Geiger counter. And it uses basically a variation of an SBM 20 Geiger tube in here, which I have one I can show you. In here is a Russian SBM 20 Geiger tube. This one is broken. These are basically a protected glass tube, so some of these don't have the brass on them. Basically, when one of these is charged up to a high enough voltage and a radioactive particle goes straight through this, it ionizes it, hence ionizing radiation, makes it conductive for a brief moment, and the counter can go bleep and make a little beep. You'll hear a bit of cosmic radiation cause the beep going on there. Some of these it represents as a click, and I have one in the background here that does the same thing, that uses exactly one of these tubes right in there. The problem with a Geiger tube is that all you can tell is that things are radioactive, not what kind of radiation they are. So after a great deal of research, I came across the Radiacode 101, which seemed to be a new iteration of a product from a company called Radiacode. This worked very well. This uses scintillation rather than a Geiger tube. Now inside these, there's a little cube, roughly a centimetre square, somewhere behind that. In the link in below, there is a video that shows somebody actually dismantling them that gives you a good idea of exactly what's in there. What I was able to procure, and I had to ship this from the USA, is a LISO scintillation crystal. Now this is a special crystal also used in scintillation counters that will give a little blue flash every time a particle goes through it. Now the intensity with which that little flash occurs gives you an idea of exactly what the energy is of a particular particle going through. So from that, over time, you can count that and come up with a spectrum and give a reasonably good estimate of exactly what kind of material is down there. Let's chuck this under the X-ray machine and show you what I mean when you hit it with a whole bunch of X-rays. Alright, we're out in the shed for the moment. We've got the 101 and the 103 on my wrist, and we've got the old Radax just as a checksum, and they're set in dosimeter mode. We also have a LISO crystal, and we have a tritium gas tube. We're going to see if we can get these things to scintillate under X-rays. We have an old animal X-ray machine here. We've got a few lead bricks and a lead plate to try and deal with the backscatter. Now, previously I've run this conservatively at 15 milliamps. We're going to dial it up to 30 milliamps today. Alright, we're underneath the X-ray machine here. We're going to turn off our focusing light. You can see the blue glow from the tritium tube because there's a bit of tritium gas. And off to the left of that is the LISO crystal. Let's turn off our main lights and expose it. Now with that out of the way, it's time to get on the road and to go and scan the area.